I never really believed in the afterlife, reincarnation. But being born again as a snail really makes me wonder. Maybe there is more between heaven and earth than is known to our philosophy. I don't know. When I was a boy, man, I read a story called I Have No Mouth, But I Must Scream. At the end, a supercomputer turns a man into this amorphous blob without the power of speech. I remember thinking, what a horrible way to go. But these days, I don't see what all the fuss is about. A lot of things seem different now. Smaller, slower somehow. But that's fine by me. There's a lot more time to stop and eat the roses now than back when I was in my bipedal days. It's true, there's a certain vulnerability that comes with being an invertebrate, and some snails do struggle with their identity. They compensate and crack jokes about ladybirds or say things like, well, at least I'm not a slug. I always laugh along, but to tell you the truth, some of my best friends are ladybirds. And I envy slugs sometimes. They seem unburdened, a little freer. Don't get me wrong, I do so love the comfort of my calcified conch. I'd sooner die than be without its cosy curves. Romance is easier now. Lady snails don't ask for much. They don't care who has the biggest shell or the more sensitive set of antennae. All they want is someone who can keep the pace, for a little while at least. Sex is as much of a mystery as ever, though I do find I can last a little longer in this form, and everybody likes it slow. Yeah, mostly it isn't bad though. I do miss certain things, like having arms and not being coated in an oozy mucus all the time, but sometimes when I'm eating a head of lettuce by the light of the moon, and I look back over my shell and see the silvery light flash and shine across the metre-long smuts of all my yesterdays, well, maybe you need to be a snail to know how good that feels, how sweet. So, if it rains tomorrow and you wake to find me stuck upon that midpoint on the footpath between the grass, wish me Godspeed to that great garden in the sky. Unless, of course, you're French, in which case you can suck my escargot-looking ass and pass on by.